All right, this daily chart of BBRY. BBRY is still setting up to move higher. However, it needs a lot of force. Based on what I'm looking at, there needs to be a lot of volume, a lot of force, especially to get it back into the 10 to $11 area. So I mean, would be some signals, but without the volume, I mean, this is could actually right at this moment, it's a battle right now, and so basically, if BBRY can crack above 946 on some strong volume, that would at least keep it in this mid $9 to $10 area until I guess earnings come out, and then we'll see what kind of volume we get. But really, BlackBerry is in this zone where it needs to really crack above, get back into the 10 to $11 area, and needs to crack up there on a lot of volume. If we don't get that and we start cracking below 882, then there could be sending this here to fill the gap. Either way, it's a decision has to be made, and you can see it's starting to consolidate here. So can they get it back up here and then hold it until earnings, or do they bring it lower and then give us that buy area? Because anything below $11 is a good buy for BlackBerry. I know that there's a lot of people that have probably, or back at the time when they had earnings over here in July, they're trapped in that 14. They thought that this is low, the 13s, and so we don't know exactly where the lows are, but we do know that we need this to get really above. Well, basically what I'm looking at, we're in this kind of an uptrend, in the bottoming of an uptrend. But now there's a decision to be made whether they want to pull this back a little bit more. And of course, BlackBerry needs a lot of volume. I mean, when you have a lot of volume and we start breaking above key numbers, again, one thing to watch is this 946 to 970 area. This is strong resistance right now, and cracking into that area with volume would be very bullish. At the same time, there's a lot of volatility that can come in. The stock could just chop up and down, and maybe we just stick around here. So we'll have to see. It really needs to crack below that 882 to try to test a lower of to the $8, or we need to really crack above that 950 area on lots of volume. So we'll see how that goes. Now let me talk about some other stocks. FFIV. FFIV. I was talking about this to go short below the 10. Let's see here. Yeah, it was in the 106 to 105 area. That never materialized, and of course, they never could really get it there. And then they reversed it pretty hard today. So again, this stock is stuck in this choppy zone, and because they got above 10, we need to really wait to see how they crush it in that 106 and a half to 105, 106 and a half to 106 and a half to 106 area. And if not, I mean, this may not work out to anything. This could just chop around and then make a decision when the market's ready to make a decision to the up or down side. Stocks that look more weak, AXP. This didn't confirm either. It couldn't go lower in that 89 area, and still requires that as well. So it's still a wait and see approach, but it still favors more. It's still pretty weak. But something, if the market can't confirm, this could still create patterns to go higher. Because if I bring up something like MasterCard, what I'm seeing here is this is a decision to be made. Can MasterCard crack below 76? We'll say 75, 75, or do they get above 79 on volume? So it's kind of in a decision mode. If they can crack it above in the 79 area, then that would most likely keep all the credit card companies like Visa, AXP, and might want to go up. But it's kind of like a decision mode is being made here. A MasterCard favors higher prices. But if the market rolls over, this could go lower. So it's a decision mode right now. One way or the other, we're going to get a decision. Again, below 76 on volume would be bearish, and above 79 would be bullish for MasterCard. So AXP, I don't see the bullishness in the stock. I see more of the bearishness, but I still like to see it crack below 89. But again, what could save this is the strength of MasterCard. this might not want to really make much of a fall. And at the same time, if MasterCard wants to roll over, this is one of these things where we need to wait and see, wait for confirmation, basically. Just like BlackBerry, it's in a wait and see mode, because a real strong move won't happen until A, the earnings come out and there's a lot of volume in the direction to the upside. If not, they could just chop it around. And IBM, made a pretty strong recovery. It couldn't really crack below the 182, and I think it really needs to do that. But now, when I look at the 30-minute chart for IBM, cracking below 185 on some volume would be a good negative sign that the market wants to go lower, because usually, it's a bad sign if IBM can't hold up with the market. So we'll need to watch how IBM acts in the 185 to 184 area. Just because it hits 185, but we want to see how it does it. So that's why I give a range, 185 to 184 to the downside. So there you have a big update on some ideas here. It's a matter of now the market has to show us the cards, and again, the market could just chop around. I mean, today we had a nice bounce in the market, but the volume wasn't that high. Again, things might be setting up, might chop around, and they work sideways, and that's why we won't get any confirmations to the downside, and then we'll get a new move, one way or the other. Thanks for listening. Like the video.